How do you do, Buckers? How the heck are you? Cranking my Full Metal Jacket station, man. They're playing some good stuff at the moment. Hey, so what I have here is one brand new to Kansas from the Ozarks Beer Company. It is their IPA. So, from their website, so it's interesting that their website differs a little bit from their tap room, but from their website it says 5.5%, a lower alcohol classic style IPA, notes of pineapple, mango, and pine. All the hops were sourced from a single farm in Oregon. However, their tap room has it listed at 5.3, 56 IBUs. Their website doesn't list IBUs. It says floral, tropical, clean bitterness. They don't mention pine. Having that discrepancy with IPA isn't unusual, to be honest. I see it at a lot of tap rooms. A lot of discrepancies between bottle, can, or tap room, or website, anyway. This has always been a nice IPA. There's a lot of folks that have really thought of this more as, they have an APA, which really has the stouts of a session IPA, whereas their IPA has the stats of more of an APA. Nevertheless, they call it an IPA, so I'm going to treat it as such. The nose, floral, tropical, like they mentioned. They tell you on their website again, pineapple, mango, and pine. Yeah, I mean, you certainly feel those tropical fruit notes. Adding to it, I'm feeling some grapefruit. I'm feeling some tangerine. Oh, some people say I get tangerine and everything. Well, you know, I mean, certain hops will impart certain flavors. So if I'm drinking similar beers that are using the same hops, you shouldn't be surprised that I'm tasting tangerine. But that being said, that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting some herbal, pine-like notes, or juniper. But the beer world, folks usually just say pine. As far as taste, wow, that's nice. It is a nice beer. Yeah, it really is. It is a damn fine IPA. In the Ozarks, well, in Northwest Arkansas, the Ozarks, Northwest Arkansas area. They're not on the Missouri side yet, but in Northwest Arkansas, these guys are everywhere. I mean, you can't get anybody else's IPA there. It's hard to, because everybody wants this one. The reason being is it is only 5.5% or 5.3%, whichever one you want to believe. I think that says 5.3. Maybe it does say 5.5. My picture came out rather blurry there. At 5.5%, it is lower in alcohol than most, but it does have great big flavor. Kind of feels like a smaller version of a West Coast style, meaning you get those big tropical fruit notes. You get the mango, the pineapple that they mentioned, pineapple, mango, and pine. Yeah, you get those notes that are typically found in a West Coast, but most West Coast IPAs can go anywhere between 6.5 to 7.5. It does feel very balanced to me. It is good, though, I tell you what. They do some fantastic stuff out there. About a week ago or so, I had they have a Simcoe farm, dry hop Simcoe farmhouse. Oh my gosh, that thing just knocked my socks off. Because you've got those farmhouse-like notes, but the Simcoe dry hopping almost makes it feel like sort of a Belgian, style IPA kind of thing going on. You know, it feels like a kind of a mashup. It's a gorgeous beer, but everything they do out there is fantastic. And they have proven that you don't have to high ABV the heck out of everything to make a great beer. And I think that's what where a lot of craft breweries make a mistake, is they just want to high ABV the hell out of everything. You don't need to, man. Make a good beer and they will come, and that's what's happening at Ozarks Beer Co. because they recently opened up a new location in downtown Rogers that's just brilliant. The only complaint I had about their old location that I said in a couple of videos was as they don't have a bar. That, you know, you've got to go up and order, then go sit down somewhere. And I love to sit at a bar personally. It's kind of my thing. But their new location is this great big long concrete bar. It's freaking brilliant. But the tables that they have, they got these nice kind of communal, you know, German beer garden like tables. I just love the way they've done the new setup. So anyways, hey, right now some King Diamond is playing, man. I shit you not. King Diamond Halloween on my phone jacket station. Sorry guys, at Ozark Beer Co. I get sidetracked every now and again. But yes, you're going to get those tropical fruit notes. You get some pineapple, some mango, hell, you might feel some papaya, who knows what else you might get. I personally am getting some other citrus. I'm feeling some tangerine, more so than orange. The pine is subtle and felt more on the back end, the herbal that I was describing. It's a nice, deep golden IPA. It is. Gosh, you know, sometimes us beer geeks get caught up in stats too much. You know, we look at stats and say a beer ought to be this, ought to be that. You know, 20 years ago, a 5.5% IPA wouldn't seem unusual, but it does now. You know, because now you've got IPAs that range from 6.5 to 7.5 before they go to double, and then you've got APAs, which at one time were between 4.5 to 5.5, and now go between 5.5 to 6.5. Here I have a 5.5% 56 IBU India Pale Ale or IPA, which statistically is more in line with an APA. Do I think this should be called an APA? The way it drinks, the balance, actually it does feel like an IPA. Statistics aside, and I think that's the problem. I think sometimes us beer geeks get too caught up on stats rather than what the beer actually has to offer. I do think this is an IPA. I do think it's a damn good one. I think it's one of the best out there. And Northwest Arkansas may be getting overlooked because they got some damn fine breweries out there. This whole Ozarks region, the Missouri side and the Ozarks side, is doing some fine beers, and people need to start paying damn attention. I tell you what. Between Mothers and Lost Signal and Springfield Brewing Company and Show Me, talking about super small batch, whatever smaller nano is what they are, but they're doing some fine beer. And then you've got Bentonville, Bike Rack, Ozarks Beer Co., New Province. Who am I forgetting out there? Gosh, I don't mean to be forgetting anybody, but it seems like I am. You got Saddleblock Core. Fossil Cove, almost forgot. Not bottling or canning yet. It's Columbus House. I mean, there's just some fine beers in the Ozarks region. Don't forget them. Don't leave them out. I am. Who the hell are you? I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Biscuits. Kingdom Come, Sir Lord Baltimore. Wasn't necessarily a big fan of this band, but here they are. Every once in a while I get blown away, but oh yeah, they're going back. Now this one is, that's freaking. I don't give a rat's ass. Anyways, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. You've already said that, man. I know. I'm a fan of redundancy. The Redundancy Department of Redundancy. Anyways. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Prolific beer drinker, BeerVangelist. Damn, that's tasty. Purveyor of Wisdom, and say it with me! We don't care, son. We've lost interest. All around good guy. Oh, excuse me. Whew. I shit you not.